so many visiting international students. Many of you may want to become translators, literary translators someday. Actually, 40 years ago, I think, Mr. Howard Goldblatt had his literary debut right here in Taipei, and at that time, the founding editor-in-chief of our Taipei Chinese Pen was Nancy Ying, or encouraged to make the similar effort. So here we have a golden opportunity for this dialogue between visiting international students, scholars, and also local students with the writers and translators.
In the end, we're not sure what kind of animal is that. But according to the translation from Professor, and then even though you look up a lot of encyclopedias, but I'm not so sure that, ladies and gentlemen, turn to page 16. See that Y, you know, 14. See, there are a lot of animals, you know, woolly or whatever, okay. Or, page 13. See, a lot of you, I can't even read that Chinese character, but I'm not sure. 我确定它不是一直 Mandarin, okay? So the question is this, okay? When we translate those animals from Shanghai, do we have to exactly to understand what do we call the ecology vocabularies? Because I have some ecology environment and backgrounds, you know. Or we just translate according to, you know, Chinese character, its original text. Okay, thank you.
I presume that this question is addressed to Professor Liang.
Yeah.
So I did look up the references in the encyclopedia to try to find the closest match for the animal names, right? But I can never be 100% sure. For example, the word you can't pronounce, right? I suppose it's the chimpanzee. I'm not 100% sure that it is chimpanzee. Maybe other kinds of apes. But I have no way to make certain beyond a reasonable doubt that this is the animal, and I have to make a choice anyway. And the translated text is a temporary state. I can always go back and revise it. So unless you have a better suggestion, I don't know what kind of names would make a better choice in my text. But I'm not saying this is the final definitive word for that sort of animals. But I've done my best to try to find out different options. The same with the name mountain, pineapple. You could find another word for that, another mountain name, or you could even transliterate it into Zhaomiao mountains. So this is a judgment call, and it has a lot to do with literary translation, which gives me the authority to make changes or to prescribe certain words and phrases for text. And earlier, Yi Board mentioned that I prefer the mayflies to the concept to floating around the ocean, right? This is also another example of the power of the translator in literary translation as compared to other more mundane translation. The test, I do feel I have the freedom to choose among a number of options, the right name for the animals, but I'm not what do you call a geologist. I'm not 100% sure that those are the perfect choices. I don't know if I answered the question.
Okay. 我觉得 aquajet 这个说法很美，而且很特别，因为英文里面我没有看过类似用 aqua 在这种形容词的位置，但是我觉得很别具一格所以我想问一下，因为原文中文是水域，然后我查了，好像水域也可以有水晶的意思，像 crystal， 但是我觉得在这里用 crystal 可能其实没有像 aquajet 那么 那么美，那么特别。所以我的问题就是，你翻译诗的时候，你会就是因为中文有一些词可能翻译字面的意思比较在英文里面可能比较美或者比较不一样，但是也可以可能看意思来翻译，所以你会比较偏向哪个方式，还是你觉得两个应该同时使用？
谢谢你这个问题哦。我的确是也思考过很多个不同的那个版本的这个水域啊。我的选择Aqua J 也跟你的感觉一样，就是我说它有这个 poetic 的那个 italics 的美感在里面，所以纵然说那个在现实世界英文里面是 Aqua J 出现的机会比较不多，可是它带有一点点的 archaic 的这个感觉啊，比较配合这个诗本身的那个古老的味道啊。那我所看到的问题就是这些翻译诗有个基本问题是说，假如你把那个前面周梦蝶的这个诗啊，来的中文读下，你觉得它有古文的味道，它读起来像那个宋词的感觉等等。陈逸基老师的那个诗本身比较现代，可以相当有历史感，有相当旧的感觉。你只要随便挑一本那个 Chinese Pen Quarterly， 它现代诗的是完全非常 colloquial， 非常 vernacular 的这样子的话，所以这三个阶段其实它的语文 style 都一样。所以说那个从周梦蝶的陈逸基都用 modern， 有 Julia Ford， 他那个风格改变很明显。那可是这英文翻译里面好像没有呈现，没有忠实反映出这个从那个 antique 古老到现代的那个感觉。那因为陈逸基的诗，它很明显是，它有那个经典的那个紫色啊，它的 reference 啊。而且带入我们过去比较把我们读者带入有过去的旧的世界里面，所以阿瓜这个字本身是比较是拉丁字字跟 water 是比较老领的那个味道，为什么有个美感？说选择可能是比较妥当，就 poetry， 可能它有点 poetic association 的功能等等的。那假如字面翻译就机器翻译就 water J 对我来讲 doesn't control the same kind of feeling 出来的。谢谢。
你非不为也，不能也，你为什么不押韵？
我觉得说，我今天碰到我的导弹神了。那这个问题其实很难回答，因为这个答案number one就是说翻译诗啊，不管从中文翻英文或者英文翻中文的话，假如还要照顾韵的话，会使难度增加非常多。会让你头发一夜通白啊，这是一个很大的牺牲的，我暂时没有打算去做。第二是说，就是说那个，我的背景是 Cantonese， 假如你说押韵呢，我听到这两个字的时候，我会感觉很 specific， 就是说押韵只有一个 model 一个形式而已。对我来讲呢，这是现代的中文里面它押韵的感觉没有古典式押韵感觉那么强烈。所以呢，这押韵感觉，我相信在那个。外国的英文是母语人会觉得说这都押韵，怎么都押下去了。可是我这个广东人背景读下起来，其实不押韵，没有押韵的感觉。那所以我翻译时候就没有，第一没有为了牺牲那个准确跟意思哦，硬把韵摘进去，没有这个打算。第二呢，我读着感觉，陈逸基的诗给我感觉，这文字里面就非常强烈，反而没有特别靠韵里面就是突出他那个诗的那个声音的美丽啊！我在读这个一期这首诗的时候，整个人迷进去了，好像我走这个 journey 走一趟一样的。所以我并不是由那个方面的韵都会提醒我那个诗的那个味道的。那假如说我读个就唐诗，比如说宋诗啊，那韵对我来讲是一个每一个韵都碰到我身体的，是一个非常明显、直接的、强烈的感觉。那这里面它的 rhythm， 它的顿，它的停顿，它的秩序，它连续的这些做法，这些 strategy 给我的感觉比韵大很多，所以我就没有特别注意去把韵放出来等等。因为而且就是说，好像你说不出个现代诗里面有固定的那个押韵的这个格式跟 pattern 啊，就押不押随便你的意思，这对我来讲不是一个固定的 requirement， 所以我也没有特别把它变成一个规律性的押韵做法。当然说，这个是一个都算是一个借口 假如说我能力更好，那种所谓押韵我可以，可是我能力可能还没到那么好，就看我发押韵式的，可以看我的外字比较明显。
So sometimes I know it's inevitable, but I would say even though some points cannot be accurately or exactly translated, but the overall tone especially for fiction is very important. Maybe some details that could be missed out, but as we know, the art of fiction is very much based on the narrator, the tone of the voice. So I would say that's the most important thing for short story translation. The narration's tone of voice and the overall rhythm. If it's a very slow-paced piece, the translation, the better, match with that. Well, I will give it. I don't usually do translation myself. The only the only time I did devote myself to translation is the translation of one of my favorite plays, A Streetcar Named Desire. So what I was trying to do, because I know each line for drama, each line has to be spoken on stage. It's also an art of time. It's not for just literal accuracy. For example, the last line of the closing line of The Streetcar Named Desire, no matter whoever you are, always depend on the kindness of the stranger. If the play ends with such a tempo, that's so beautiful. That's how the curtain closes with da 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 da. So I try to find exact Chinese sentence will go with the same rhythm, because if the play closes with a different rhythm, da 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 da, no, it ruins the whole play. So I also pay attention to the rhythm and the tone. Yeah. So sometimes in some details, you have to make a choice, between different decisions. Okay, maybe I'm not very out of practice translator, so maybe we'll hear what Professor Sturck has to say.
Hi. Yeah, great question. I feel like my own upbringing was a little bit limited. Linguistically, I grew up in Edmonton, Alberta, in the suburbs, so very middle class. And everyone seemed basically to speak the same way, but you're translating a work of literature like Professor Guo's story. It's filled with all sorts of different dialects and idiolects, specific ways of speaking and regional ways of speaking, class-based ways of speaking. And so thank God we've got the television and the internet to get a sense of these different ways of speaking in English or in Chinese. As for whether to try to translate them, I say yes. I think I wouldn't want to force it on anyone, but personally when I'm translating, I like to be able to experiment with different kinds of English, Appalachian English, Texas English, Newfie English from Newfoundland in Canada. I like learning about these different kinds of English and trying to write something authentic in these different kinds of English. In addition, if you can find a good geographical parallel or historical parallel for the story in Taiwan, then it adds another layer of meaning, something that the translator adds to the story. The danger is that you can't pull it off. It's inauthentic, because you don't really know how to speak like a Newfie or like somebody from the Appalachians or like somebody from Texas. And if you ask somebody from Texas, they would say that's just silly. It's like an actor trying to do a Texas accent but not being able to pull it off. The other problem is that you might perpetuate stereotypes. Like in Canada, if you say Newfie, talk like a Newfie, everyone kind of sniggers because we make fun of the way people from Newfoundland talk. They don't talk standard English. They're uneducated. They're boors. They're not worth taking seriously. And so if in translating into Newfie English, you are perpetuating that kind of stereotype, then that's a bad thing. I mean, as a translator, I would hope that it's a kind of a celebration of difference because who cares? The standard way of talking should just be another option. It should not be valorized or take precedence over any other way of talking. Not to say that there's no way to evaluate or put different ways of talking in an order, I guess. To say one that is better than another, what's wrong with talking like a Newfie or like somebody from Texas? I mean, it's just another possibility, or somebody from India. And that's my answer to your question. Thank you.
我刚刚一开始的时候，我说我写小说从来没有入选过小说奖，但是我的散文一直入选。其实我自己心里觉得，这个文类有的时候很好玩，在我编我自己这个31年小说选里面，我编过4年的短篇小说选，我选进来的短篇小说选，常常被人家选到散文选里面去，那就是说，有些小说、有些散文实在很难分别。那我自己在写我这篇散文的时候，其实我有用小说的手法。里面其实有意识流小说的东西，写在这个散文里面。我认为这篇用小说发表也可以，但是选小说的人好像不会把我选进去。我用散文反而容易被选。这个是一个跨文类，跨文类是非常有意思的。那我自己有一个长篇小说，我有一个长篇小说，其实整个里面是散文、小说加诗，我通通混合在一起，这个叫做混搭了，那个我这个小说叫做《风中陀螺》这个小说发表以后，我一生只写一本长篇小说，没有一点声音，很奇怪，我做梦永远想要写小说。我写小说没有人理我，但是我偶尔去写一点诗，我从来没有想到我是诗人，我只是觉得客串。但是我的诗被讨论最少超过我写了5本诗集，讨论我的诗集可以发表为3本。谢谢。
硕士论文是翻译张晓峰的抒情散文，但是我在想说，到底抒情散文要怎么翻 ？Lyrical essay，but essays really have a negative connotation. 我一听到 essay 我就想essay questions， 就 very pedantic。可是如果翻 prose 好像又很奇怪。So 这就是一个我觉得一直很难翻的一个 genre。在华文文学里面，我觉得散文是很受欢迎的一个文体。But not in English. It's you have to be more specific in English. Is it a review? Is it a commentary or opinion? Op-ed, whatever. Essay doesn't really translate. It doesn't really. 散文 doesn't translate well into essay. 可是我觉得是因为 for lack of a better term, so we sort of stuck with it. It's true. I think if we want to sell 就是华文散文 in English translation. Essay 绝对是减分，不是加分 ，because it just doesn't sound right. So 我们可能还需要想一想，到底要怎么说会比较好。Prose fiction maybe? Prose fiction? Well, that's an idea. 然后再来就是刚刚那位小姐提出来的问题，确实我在翻尹地先生的这篇散文的时候，它里面的主词也带给我让我蛮困顿的，因为我觉得其实在中翻英的时候，我觉得最常碰到一个问题之一就是常常在中文里面是没有主词的。 就是在中文你是不需要主词，所以我们常常翻成英文 ，we have to reinsert the subject. That's one thing. 那在这里它有的时候是你，有的时候是他，就是有点是跳跃的。不过刚刚尹弟先生自己也解释，这是 sort of like stream of consciousness 意识流，所以有的时候它是就是从我的这个角度，然后有的时候又变成第三人称，然后有的时候又变成是比较 intimate 的第二人称。后来，因为没有办法搞定，我就觉得反正他讲什么我就翻什么。他如果说你，我就说 you； 他说他，我就说 he。第三人称我就用第三人称，第二人称就用第二人称。可是确实我有意识到，也许这个听英文的耳朵听起来会有点问题。听中文的耳朵，其实我们通常不怎么会注意到主词，因为常常在中文里面主词是被省略的，我们都可以从上下脉络去推出到底这个主词是谁。可是听英文确实有时候就会比较，就是这个问题会被凸显出来，就跟时态一样。如果你看中翻译的时候，有时候你从现在式开始，可是你发现，哎，怎么又变成过去式了？常常是很不一致的，那也是都要靠脉络来推。可是翻成英文，你就必须要决定这个到底是现在式还是过去式，还是过去完成式。所以就是时态跟主词这两个问题是我在中翻译常常需要注意的，然后蛮伤脑筋的，那就要看情况，看最后要怎么决定。然后你的另外一个问题就是翻译者，who does the translator serve? Does the translator serve the reader, or does the translator serve the author? This is the eternal question. But I guess we have this question because we tend to think that a translation has to represent or represent the original writing. 那我一直觉得这个对译者来讲是一个很大的一个包袱，因为其实译文永远不可能代表原文。I said in my forward to just now, I think that a translation can only be an interpretation. That is my translation of Indy's essay, is my interpretation of what he wrote. And it is just one interpretation. It cannot represent, it does not equal the original. So when translating, I think it's very important for the translator to know what you're doing this for. 像翻译这篇东西，我知道是要看在笔会上面，笔会季刊。那我大概也意识到说，谁会读这个季刊，因为他们有什么样子的需要。所以应该是说，you serve the writer because you're helping the writer make his writing known in the English-speaking or English-reading world. But you're also serving the readers of this piece of writing in English translation. 所以并不是顾此失彼，最好是可以都兼顾吧。但是在这个兼顾的过程当中，当然 you gain a little, you lose a little, and you sort of you make compromises. I think a translation is always the art. You have to know the art of compromise. But it's very important for the translator to know the purpose of this translation. And if you know, then you do your best and you try to make everyone happy. But then that's not possible. There will always be someone who's not happy. With the translation, you live with it. I just want to say something, just the way you said it, because you mentioned Goldblatt before.
对不起，等一个好不好？因为你讲好几次了。
I was just going to say one.
我不请那个李正听的。
我这边见了以后非常感动。Translation sometimes is more challenging than creative writing， 因为牵涉文化、语言、句法。那你们刚刚提到 hybridity 的问题。那我等一下问这个小问题，想请教郭强生教授跟高田教授。郭强生教授，你可以转释这篇文章，英文翻的 comma， 这个 comma 但本身要转释的意思，可是 proportionally， 这也这样解释就是 sometimes is associated with reverse， 但是 comma 有个更普遍的解释，不是转释。所以我想问的就是说，为什么转释里面放的 comma 而不是 reincarnation？ 有没有什么特别的宗教文化或者一些问题？谢谢。
今天翻译者那个范特别先生不在啊，那既然他不在的话，那我就讲好了。其实我觉得 karma 这个字眼可能对于如果是 serve the reader 啦，我觉得对于西方读者的 karma 这个字就是很 catchy， 那确实其实我跟这个 Daryl 有讨论，我们在一边讨论，其实 karma 不是原来的意思啦，因为 karma 有点是 retribution， 有点像是那种你知道 you pay for your crime 那种感觉。那这个故事这个 title 原来意思我就讲，刚刚那个 Professor Sturk 也讲了，其实这个转世原来中文的意思，我用这个标题就是有 double meaning， 转世是 reincarnation 嘛，因为这一些人在这一世里头，他们都不是自己，他们不知道活的是什么，他们唯一那个 expect 就是抛掉这一世的话，下一世会不会更好？那这里头很多那个 order， 不管 social 的或者是那个 hierarchy。整个这个 world 是被 turn upside down， 你知道 sexual order 也好，这个 social order 也好，这里头的转世，其实这个字面的话，中文意思其实是也有，就是说把这个是倒过来的世界，这是一个 reverse 的一个世界 ，the other side。所以转世这是一个这个原来的标题 ，the title is a pun so how can the translator 范德培他的考虑是什么？他不在场，我没有办法回答，我只能说他对 karma 不是 exactly 的那个意思。
我想，因为李教授刚才指明我就讲几句我的这个感觉啊。karma 如果是从这个 Buddhism 从佛教来讲的话 ，karma 是业力。业力主要就是 action can be verbal, can be mental, can be physical。在 Buddhism 里头 ，karma 可能分3种 ：good karma, bad karma。还有你在睡觉或者怎么样的时候，你没有善没有恶，但是还是有一些东西的话，那个叫做佛教叫做无记业，没有那个无记就是记下来的记，无记业就是说既没有好也没有坏，因为在佛教你认为。你不论是身口意，只要有任何一个动作、一个念头，它就好像是有因就会有果。所以 karma 主要是业力，但是也是因果，所以常常讲因果业力。那我觉得 karma 其实在这里面，因为有太多什么这个生生死死什么，我是觉得将来有机会的话，可以跟范德培先生讨论，是不是还是用 reincarnation。事实上，那个加拿大的小说家，这个Margaret Atwood， 他就有一个短片，就叫做 Reincarnation。他呢既是也可以说是一个短篇小说，也可以是一个 essay， 里面就是讲就是一个他对于这个世界的看法，他是从一只这个蝙蝠的角度去看蝙蝠他觉得我前世或者应该是个蝙蝠，就这一世我就觉得怎样怎样，他就用了这个 reincarnation。所以我想你讲，我就从佛教的角度来讲，我想，但是另外从50、60年代在美国或者 counterculture， 大家讲 karma 可能就跟郭教授讲的一样，大家都认为 karma 是跟 retribution 或者是负面，其实未必。
因为范德培不在所以对他不太公平。可是我是那个 editor， 所以我当时容许 karma 出现的话，我应该是要 defend 一下。那我刚听的那郭教授跟高老师讲的话，我觉得说这个 karma 应该比 reincarnation 更准确，因为它有个深的那个可思考空间啊。尤其是假如是翻转意识的话，那假如说是这个故事里面讲是 something that's destined to happen one way or the other because of a previous reason 的话 ，karma 的那个理由就存在了。那另外一个原因是因为我指出来说，范德培他非常懂这些宗教的、佛教的那些东西，他也是精通语文，所以他不是完全没有思考过，随便找个字丢进来的，不是。他先仔细的，事实上笔会的那么故事那么仔细呢，他做相当多的翻译，而且每一篇都是 competent 的，这个就是不是一个随意的。所以我看这个故事的时候，当然内容有点那个就是那个伤风败俗了，可是他的那个起因后果是看起来呢，我觉得 karma 也是一个可以做的选择。
谢谢。
literature and poetry, the word like no matter your background, no matter your country or language, you should be able to enjoy any other country work and the people, what they're living, what they're feeling, because we all live in the same world and we should be able to understand each other. And I think it's a very important thing to do, translation. And because for foreign students, for example, who come to Taiwan to study, they don't really have time to study Chinese literature, and it's a shame because we feel like we never really learn Chinese, because after 5 years we go home and we have a license in engineering, medicine, but we have never enjoyed the literature because it's not our major. So I think this is a thing we should keep going and keep treasuring, because you're doing an amazing work, making it accessible for everyone, the Taiwanese literature. And I have a question. The first one, two questions. The first one is, do you plan on translating into English, into French and Spanish as well in the future? And also, if I want to have to buy one of the translated book from any of the authors, where can I get it? In Taipei or because the Chinese is available everywhere, but the English version maybe it will be shipped to another country. So 2 questions. Thank you.
That the best way is to subscribe to our quarterly, the journalism. Yes. Because we keep publishing the best writers' works in the quarterly, and you can receive it every 3 months and read all the works. That would be the best way. And we have the subscription form right over the screen, so you can pick up one and decide. And for whether we are going to have other language translation, we'll think about it, but it may not be easy. It costs a lot, and we don't know if there is a market enough for us to do it. Yeah, we have published the English quarterly for 44 consecutive years. It's a big job, and take a lot of efforts. So, but we'll keep it in mind. Thank you. Preparing for the workshop, we didn't need to have a literary feast, and I hope you enjoyed the feast. But have you ever seen a feast where the chefs are invited to explain how they create the dishes? Probably not. And we also invite the banquet guests to pick out the dishes. Why did you use the ingredients and not other ingredients? Why did you make it this way and not others? So I hope that make the feast even more enjoyable. 那我希望我们今天前面确实是花了很多的力气、很多的精神、很多的时间，把这样一场这个可以说是翻译的盛宴端出来。我希望大家都觉得很愉快。前面有一位 lady maybe raised a question over there, mentioned that she liked to see that we offer such a chance for the foreign students who may never get a chance to read the Chinese literature and Taiwanese writers' works, but through the workshop we did offer the chance to read. 所以这也是我们本来的一个用意。这个 workshop 就是希望让许多在这儿不管是工作还是念书，尤其很多是在念书，可是虽然花了很多的时间在台湾，可是 可是没有一个机会来跟台湾的文学接触，这是非常可惜的。所以我们让这么多好的作家，他们面对面的来谈他的作品，我希望对每一位参与的人，都是一个很好的经验。那么我也想预告一下，就是6月的时候我们会办第2场，但是会不会在台北就还不一定。假如台北继续有很多的 event， 很多人希望参加，我们也许第2场还是会在台北。要不然我们可能到台中，因为我们这一次只接受在北部的人报名。所以 those in the middle part of Taiwan or the southern part, southern cities, they do not have a chance to attend this workshop today. So we may move our workshop next time to Taichung or Kaohsiung or Tainan. But anyway, we will keep you informed, and you are most welcome to join us next time. Thank you. And